Sometimes I look at these things and I might be a little bit new into the field, but I've been viewing it for a while. And the more you look at it, I do feel like a lot of people in the industry of entertainment and content creation can be really false. Now, I have a scenario here where something went a little bit overboard and has been repeatedly going up and down, left and right to the biggest shit show you could ever see in your life. I will give you an idea now, and I want to hear from chat and whoever is here and watching this video and tell me, what do you think about this? Let me tell you, let's say you work in a business, okay? You work in a business and you have a colleague. This colleague, you look at him as your friend. He's your great friend. You guys go out and drink. You hang out. You play music together. You go out and you meet other colleagues and you have fun. You have a great time. Then you slowly hear that this colleague tells you that this specific colleague is really bad. You should not talk to this guy. You should stay away from them. While that other colleague did nothing wrong. Now they cut further on, and this is going on for 2 years, where you find out later on that this colleague that you thought you were friends with basically were talking bad about you in the back of other people. We're making you lose business opportunities in your future. We're making people stop communicating, creating more product, and making you lose the opportunity to develop yourself in the field of business you're in. Making you lose all of your colleague friends, etc. And basically mentally draining you every single day because they have been gaslighting you, they have been tricking you, and they have been trying to manipulate you and follow you in a narrative they are creating by not allowing you to communicate with somebody, but enforcing visions and ideas in your brain and making you have a mentally unstable relationship with your job. And also further on, making you unable to even proceed and develop in the work and getting a promotion or getting anywhere. You are with less friends, you made everybody hate you, and you have stopped communicating and having developed mentally problematic feeling toward any relationship you have in the future. And you find out that this guy has not only done this to you, but he has done this to all of your colleagues. Now, how would your reaction be? I assume it would be not great. I assume you would be probably pushing them away because they're a mastermind manipulator, right? That's what I would do. But it would be hard to recover. But let's say in 2 months, 3 months pass, after they have ruined your life, your relationship with your colleagues, your business, your job opportunities, your future, and many more things. Let's say that after 2 months, they inform you that after all of this escalated, after they were caught doing all of these things to every single one, what would you say, or what would you think if they would tell you then that their girlfriend left them and they have suicidal thoughts? Would you forgive them? Would you forgive them for baiting you for 2 years, ruining your business, ruining friends' relationships, making you have a forever going unstable feeling when it comes to future relationships, and also creating trust issues, making you lose money, losing partners and friends in the future, and onward? Just generally, I've seen scenarios where this individual even talked about ex-relationships of people in a bad light, like that was their business. Would you forgive them? Because I would not. And that is what we have today in the streaming world by somebody called Aratsu, as people say. And whenever I see these things, with even being interacted, without being a part of this whole thing, it does make you feel that the whole industry or many people in the industry are fake and liars, and you can never trust anybody. This man here had a situation where this happened 2 months ago. He did this with many people. He did this with a lot of people. Somebody today called Goose is completely unable to stream anymore because this man has manipulated him and gaslit him and turned his life so upside down with every relationship he had in the streaming world that he's unable to come back to streaming because he was suicidal. He was having a rough time trusting anybody, and he couldn't even get any further, and he can't really get any further in to this space, and quit it entirely. A successful streamer quit it entirely because the way this man has manipulated them. And this has happened to many other people. He has done this for 2 years, 3 years. If you don't know, what happened is that this man is a Genshin Impact streamer. There's a lot of other Genshin Impact streamers. And what I refer to now was happened and did happen for 2 to 3 years within the Genshin Impact field. He had direct connections with people within MiYoYo. He had a DM with every single one and tying them up like every single creator, like they were dolls, and making them forced in his narrative because everybody trusted him. Everybody saw him as the right friend. So he ruined multiple relationships as it went on, as time flew, and painted people in a bad light that he didn't like and pushed them away whenever he disliked something about him or didn't want them in the community, making 20 to 40 big creators you look upon push you away, talk negative about you, and disgusted about your site. This is what he has done to many people, and he was called out about this 2 years ago. Now, I do want to say something before I get into it. Actually, you know what? Before we get properly into this, if you enjoy this video, make sure you like it and sub to the channel if you enjoy more of these things. Now we'll do more drama discussion videos like this. But before we get into what happened more today, the thing is that 2 months ago, he got caught with this and he got pushed away from the internet. Basically, not really pushed away, but he got called out. All of his friends called him out. People that trusted him called him out. And he slowly kind of faded away. Until a few days ago, 5 days ago, where he made a Google document saying, I'm quitting. I lost absolutely everything. My marriage, my career, my livelihood, and my will to live. Keeping these secrets to protect others has felt so lonely. I don't want to live like this anymore. This document is my closure. I want to move on. So, this document, by the way, is 34 pages. You can't see it. This is a 34-page document. Essay Andy. And you want to know what this entire document is? The 2 pages talks about how his girlfriend cheated on him and left him, and that he felt suicidal. That is what he opens up with. And the rest of the document is putting all of his previous friends and current friends under the bus that had nothing to do with anything at all. All this is him shitting on people, lying about people, and saying nasty things about every single creator within the field that had even nothing to do about the scenario 2 months ago. This is his way of closure. And if you can look at the things, I would say, I would kind of say that he hasn't really stopped talking about things. He kind of went on to this for a while. He kept going. He kept talking about it. And if you want to know my honest truth, or why he even came back to post this, is that if I go to Twitch tracker, and then I go look up his Twitch channel, I think we will figure out why he made this post. because I don't think he's quitting at all. I think this was a post to push him under the bus, to push everybody under the bus, and get some form of, I don't know, pity that he had some shit going on in his life, even though he has basically done exactly the same thing to multiple other people that are unable to come back. If we go and take a look at his, like, if we go take a look at his stream, we can see that now recently he's been getting a lot of views. He's been kind of getting a few subs. If we go over here, it's kind of, he's been losing subs. Go over here, he's been losing followers. The reason why this guy decided to post this is because he was called out this on February, and his Twitch was dying. He was losing 7,000 followers, 2,000 followers, 3,000 followers, and then 1,000 followers. You can see he was up here, and then after he got a call out, everything died. But now that he made the post, viewership went up. I think this whole idea, this whole post to shove everybody under the bus again, is entirely made because he wants to see if he can shed some opportunities again. And I do feel really bad that he has kind of got baited people that I respect, like Bao. Your life is irrespectable, and I'm so grateful you're still alive with us, Atsu. And I can agree that nobody should do any form of thing of suicide. Then obviously, like, you should live your life. You should find, if something is bothering you, you should seek professional help. You should take every precaution to help yourself. But whenever you paint something like this, which causes pity points on the first 2 pages in a 34 document Google Doc, where the rest of the 32 pages is just to shit talk and put everybody else under the bus, all of your friends under the bus, multiple creator, and shove them away. I don't know if this is actually factually true. Are you really trying to get sympathy whenever you made other people feel suicidal and push them away? I don't think this is anything but a bait, a facade, a rouge, to be a two-faced as you always been in this whole freaking point. I think it's ridiculous and so sad to see so many creators be uninformed and still sit there and support a man that does nothing but harm the whole community of Twitch, of anybody within this space, because this man has not done anything but hurt people and make people have a harder life. And that's it. That's my thoughts. I think that's it. I think this guy should go away. I think that if he quits, good. But I'm gonna be real. A rat never leaves. And I think this guy has done this just as a public stunt. I think this won't be the last time we hear about him. He might take a break. He might take a month break and come back. But he will be back. He will not quit. You know why? You know why he won't quit? Because this is money. This is money. Why would you do ad stream? Like, dude, you are doing ad streams. You want the money. So you will definitely be back. And that's it. That's my thoughts. If you have any thoughts around this, if I maybe missed some points, you're free to tell me down below. I just do these things in one take, so I might have missed something. But this does make me a little bit sad. I'm gonna be real. It does make me sad to be someone jumping into the field. And I don't want to be that judgmental or skeptical or be so, I don't know, have trust issues in a field like this. But I think whenever you have more cases like this happening, I do think this sets an example that a lot of new creator will create trust issues, because why would they not, when this is the biggest topic and the biggest supported topic was somebody that manipulated multiple creators. I don't know. But you tell me what you think. If you like this kind of videos, if you like topic discussion videos, feel free to like this video and also sub to the channel. What do y'all think, chat? What's your thoughts about this? If he does good content, people will actually forget this long term. I think so too. But I don't know his I don't know his content. He will lose the entire business side of community though. I think he, I don't know. I don't understand how somebody can support this kind of things. But yeah, this is simply ridiculous. I think this is sickening. I think this is disgusting. I think this is awful. Like because let me see if I can get the quote retweets up again. Let me see. This man has what is Goose's Twitter again? I forgot what his Twitter name is again. Let me see. If I go to quote retweets, can you even see that anymore? I don't even know if you can see those things anymore. I don't know. Anyways, I don't think. What do y'all know who do you know what Goose's Twitter is? Man, how do you see retweets? Play victim, judge too many times. That's his problem. But still, you think that of him because you can't give money to a person like him and support him, he'll never learn his lesson. I don't think he will. I don't think he cares. I think whenever you're a master manipulator like this, I don't think you have any emotion toward people. Like, think about this. Think about this yourself. Like, who would do this in the faintest heart in any sort of way? Like, who would do this? And view quotes. I see it now. Who would do these things and not feel bad? Like, you have to be mentally like kind of sickening in some way to hurt people like this for such a long time. I can't even find this tweet. Jesus Christ. I don't even know why everything is like so hidden nowadays on Twitter. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I think overall, I think I found it. Let's read this one. Real quick. So this is Goose. This is the one I talked about. I can't get into streaming anymore. I'm going to say this once, and I'm going to say this clear. We ended this casually and respectfully. I never brought your name up ever again in my stream, unless it was in a good light. And I said that I hope you recover and do well, and that I genuinely am glad we could squash all our beef. Now I'm getting called two-faced. We're double backing on all that we apparently handled together. And you thought that I seriously matured. For your information, I have matured, but you clearly have not. I wish you no ill will. And suicide and adultery is no joke. And I will never wish that upon anybody, especially when I have gone through both. But do me a favor, and if you're going to spread misinformation on the internet again, after everything you did to me in the past and completely destroyed my streaming mental and career to this day, and I still can't feel right streaming after all that happened to me, please keep my name out of your fucking mouth. Don't take others down with you when you fall the hardest. Goose, the discount version of Tectone. I don't know. Like, I don't know what to say to y'all. I don't think so. Listen, in my opinion, if you have shit going on, you have mental issues, or something happens in your life, that can never be an excuse to sit there and hurt somebody else. I don't think that's an excuse. I think if you are starting there to hurt someone, if you attack someone and you don't apologize, if your only excuse is that I have a lot to go on and you're constantly berating someone and hurting their life and hurting them feeling, hurting them physically, your mental state is not an excuse or an open ticket to do whatever you want with everybody else around you. It's not all right. It's not fine. Nobody likes it. Nobody wants to see it. And nobody wants to be in that position. So you cannot use this, your marriage or your will to live, as an excuse after you have hurt so many. You're saying this as a master manipulator of over 40 people in a streaming career of big streamers. You have manipulated so many people and you are doing it again. You are manipulating the audience again. And that's it. I think this is insane. I think that it's crazy that this is a topic. That's crazy. But that's my thoughts on it. That's my thoughts on it. This is disgusting. I hate this.